happy to say that Mom and her mom are united in heaven. Donna, grown up, was a very spunky child. Uh, she had a way with words and speaking her mind, which hasn't changed even as she grew older. Um, she was your typical firstborn child, ruled the roost, was the boss, got away with everything, and would pick on her siblings for her own entertainment, but was the first one to be there to support them when they needed it or if someone tried to mess with them. Some of her siblings would say that she was untamed tiger, untamed lion, whichever one. Um, yeah, um, she was the kind of child that, as Brenda would say, she would save her bag of M&Ms off to the side, and her and Uncle Chip would eat their half, and then she'd pull hers out of nowhere and start snacking on them and laughing at them because they had no more left, Like, ha ha, you ate yours too fast. Savage. A lot of her siblings would also say that she just was a great person to be around, always welcomed you with open arms, always down to have a good time and party like no tomorrow.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here who can vouch for that. We even have Mom's former bar buddies from the rail here, right back here. Everyone from the rail, way back,
You're doing good, Jenna. Love you.
Love you. And Tim's Roger's nephew. We only met him because Mom and Glenn moved on to Falbert Street, which a lot of you know was the place to go for several years. Every Tuesday or Thursday night, I think it was, that family would come and just hang out all night long, have a fire. It was a good time. You never left Mom's house bored and hungry. That never happened. You were always fed, well taken care of, and the mood was turned around, and you were definitely going to have a good time if you hung up with Donna. As a mom, she was incredible. She gave birth to 5 children. Darby being the first right here. This one, right, Darby, raise your hand. Yeah, I'm not sure they all know.
The boss.
And then Tracy, she came
The favorite.
Tracy's right there. Tracy is also Mom's best friend. Tracy knew Mom better than anybody else. Just a little mom herself, really followed her mom's footsteps in so many different ways. Then came the year 1988. She gave birth to twin girls, myself and my twin sister back there, Amber.
Where is it?
January 1988. She thought, that's it, I'm done. No worries, I didn't have a boy. And then, a few weeks later, she finds out she's pregnant again. So, that's cool. But she managed to have that boy that she didn't even know she was going to be landed with. He was born December 20th of 1988. So she had 3 children born in 1988. And so we're Irish triplets, so to speak. You just don't hear that,
Achievement.
Not only 11 months apart, but all born in 19. She got audited that year, I'm pretty sure. She had approved Social Security cards and everything. Yeah. One of my favorite things with Mom was having English muffin pizzas with her, because it wasn't just English muffin pizzas, it was a pizza parlor that we had to ourselves. All the fixings, we could make it any way we want, could always make a mess. She just always made sure we had fun, no matter what it was. If it was just a couple bucks for us to do, or hanging out with family, she just always made sure we had a good time, and I appreciate that. Then, Mom became a grandma. And that was when life became really good for her. She lived her best life at that point. She stopped working and just became Grammy's daycare and helped us girls work. And she took care of our kids. And there was no better feeling in the world than that, than knowing our kids were with our mom. We were happy every day to come home because we got to see her, and the kids were happy. And lots of the kids would say that they enjoy Grammy's food. They always loved coming to Grammy's house because they always knew that they have fun. Grammy was just a special person, and her passing came far too soon. But she's dancing up on the moon now, as Jayla would say. Grammy's up at the moon. So we'll always remember her as just being the life of the party, always made sure everybody had a good time. No one messed with anybody she cared about. And one thing that stuck out towards the end of her time was her knowing that she wasn't doing good. You know, she was declining and things were getting harder, and she still stuck up that pride as if nothing was going on. She didn't want anyone to see her struggle, so she would muster up the courage to just fight through it, so that none of us had to worry. So it was hard trying to admit that there was something wrong, that she wasn't doing good, because she just did such a good job at always being so strong for everybody. But when it came to the point that it was just very obvious, and she came home on hospice, the one thing that stuck out the most is when Mom said, "I may not have treated my body well, but I did keep my soul happy." And that's so important in life, is just making sure you keep yourself happy, no matter what. That's in the forefront there. She was just as funky at the end of her time. She gave us a lot of laughs in that hard time. She had some whipped cream sitting at her bedside, and just, you know, with the changes in her body, decided to write SOS on the window with whipped cream. Another time, she was a frequent 911 caller at the hospital. They were almost anticipating her phone call every minute. One night she must have heard, you know, noises outside her door, and she calls 911 and says, "You might want to come here. Something's about to go down. They're out there in the hall. Something's going to go down. You might want to come here." Another time she called and said that there was a meth lab going on. They need to come investigate. And they're laughing at this point, I'm sure, because it's a hospice house, so we know that doesn't happen there. Another time she had a beautiful trip down memory lane, I presume, and her and Glenn were spending the night at the rail having a good time, and Glenn got arrested, and she called the cops saying that she needed a ride home. So she's at the hospice house, but saying she's at the rail. Her husband left, and she needs a ride home from the rail. So even in her hardest times, she was still at the rail having a good time with her husband, who I have to say thank you to for giving our mom a second chance and really knowing what love really is. Without you, she would not have had the chance to live her best life. You really brought our mom back to life the moment she met you. And you treated us all five of us as your own, and we thank you for that, because your love for her was unconditional. And we thank you for being there every day with her at the hospice house, because that was very hard. You had to be somewhere where you had a home to take care of still, and still had to be at work. But you managed to be there every single day. He was there for my mom. So I think everybody should give him a big, huge round of applause. Because without you, my mom never really would have known what true love was. So thank you, Glenn. You're amazing. We love you so much. And we thank you on behalf of our mom for loving her so much. And to his family as well. His family's here, his brothers right there. And his sisters love for them. They were very much my mom's best friends for so long. And they treated her like family. And they treated our family like family. So we're thankful for you guys as well. So very much. All right, so with that said, everybody get your gel shot ready. This is for Donna. Mom, I hope you're watching, because this one's for you. 1, 2, 3. Love you, Donna. Woo! And so I've been talking with my mom every night before bed, and I've been trying to think of a good song that can help us understand her journey from the physical earth to moving on to the moon, being up in the heavenly sky. And one song came to mind, so with the help of the DJ, play that song!
That's good.
And I would like to see people start getting up over here sometime, because Grammy was a dancer and loved seeing people dancing. So even if it's just swaying from from side to side.